Good day, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today. Once again, today we have with us Umar Farooque. He came to Canada in 2002, a relatively older immigrant over here. He's gone through multiple phases throughout his journey here. So, without having me to introduce him any further, let's get started. So, Umar, if you can get us started by telling us a little bit about yourself first.
Yeah. Thank you, Sadbhai, for giving this opportunity. Yeah, I came, back in 2002 with my family. I have done computer science, master's in computer science from originally from Pakistan. I'm kind of mainly was in the development area and Oracle technology and all that. So like any new immigrant. I went through a bit of challenges finding the job in my area and all that. But thanks to Allah, we did find it with a bit of struggle. But so during last, 17, 18 years, went through as a full-time as well as consulting side of things as well. I mainly work in Oracle technology. That includes database and most recently into BI and data science area. As a consultant, I did work in Oracle, Canada, part of Royal Bank. And from last 5+ years, I'm working in the government sector in the business intelligence space. That includes working with Oracle, Power BI, and into development skills mainly over there. And during that, went through different phases. Yes, I had a bit of exposure into project management as well. Looking at different things and all that, I prefer or decided to stay more on technical, but more into a technical management, from a team lead roles and all that. So that's where I can work with different team members. I had a chance to work with offshore team in India as well. So I worked 5 years with them while I was in RBC. I was a technical lead and working with kind of a distributed teams over there as well. From a journey point of view, yes. So came here, worked as a consultant in few areas, insurance company and all that. Then worked in RBC for 6 years in RBC as full-time employee. That's where my career path changed completely. In a sense, that's why I still think highly about RBC, the opportunity it gave me to transform me as a personality, as an individual, as well as professional as well. And I had a very good team and colleagues over there. And from there, I joined Oracle. So that's where I kind of get into how to deal with customers, managing vendors, and then managing client expectation, reporting to senior management. So that aspect of being a consultant helps me a lot in my professional growth as well. And then for last 4 or 5 years, as I mentioned, working in government mainly, and working on multiple projects across different areas and all that.
So you've worked as a full timer and then you have moved into the contracting space. What is the advantage that you see, or if you were to compare the two, how would you compare them? And what advice would you give to others in order to, like, should they switch over, should they not switch over?
I think the main difference and all that, I think it may varies from person to person. Um, my reason to switch back to contract or consulting, what I will say in general, because in Oracle I was still full time, but I was part of their consulting team. I left RBC after 5, 6 years because I was feeling that I was going into a silo kind of thing. Because when you're full time, you are working with one or two applications, you are using the same technology over and over again until unless you try to move around. So I felt that I'm not growing professionally, either gaining new skills or new, technical as well as professional growth from that perspective. And as a consultant, you may end up using the same technology across different clients, but you get to know kind of how different clients are using the same technology because every client has a different problems. They try to implement or achieve the results the way they want it to be. So that gives you challenges, and I prefer to kind of work in an environment where I can always challenge myself. So that's why I like more consulting from that angle that yes, when I go, it's a new problem, and from get go, you have to deliver things. There is no room of relaxing or going through a month or 5 weeks or 6 weeks as a learning curve. So it keeps yourself, you have to keep up yourself, with latest technology, trends, and all that. So, your learning curve is going along as well as your professional. You have to keep up on both sides. As a full time, I feel that's where either I was lacking, but I did see in general in people as well, they tend to relax and then that's where you lose the game and stay behind.
Hmm. Interesting. So, with the passage of time, I believe you recently completed, well, relatively recently, you completed your master's in management analytics, I believe the degree was. What led you to do that? I mean, like you were already pretty stable in your career. What made you pursue that, and what outcomes do you feel have come out of that?
As I mentioned, I'm working in BI space for a while. I will say 10 plus years up till this point. So I was kind of, since I moved to Canada, I was looking at different options, that I want to get education from here in general. Um, I feel education is something everybody should do it. Why I did it, my reason was, first of all, I really want to have a degree from Canada, let's put it that way. And also something that will help me professionally. That was a second thought. I was then already in BI space and trying to get into data science and machine learning kind of word area as well. And I thought this degree can help me to leverage that gap where I had as experience point of view, because I was not too much in depth hands-on in data science. So I thought to do that learning curve quickly rather than studying on my own or helping, getting help from friends and all that, maybe I can bridge that gap much faster if I go and do this program. So that was the one of the other reason doing it, and then with that as a byproduct, yes, you do get advantage point if you expand your network. That's another byproduct of doing this program. But I made a good friends. I will give an example. Fahad is one of them. I came to know him over there. So that's another plus point. Your social life becomes much more from that point of view. And after completing that program, I think that the impact of that degree may vary person to person, because in that program, I think I was one of the few which were from an age difference point of view. Most of them was fresh graduates from bachelor's or master's from other programs, or they have very like maybe 2 3 years experience point of view, and their goal was just to enter into data science. Yes, my goal was same as well, but with a bit difference that I had almost 20 years of experience doing other things as well, and having a computer science background. So I think
Right.
that one advantage was that I has an extra edge of going into data science, because data science is not just knowing one or two tools. You need to have a computer science background as well to develop an end-to-end product. I think I was missing one piece which helped this degree helped me to cover it, and the rest I already had with my previous masters and as well as from my professional experience.
Nice.
Uh, so,
Nice.
so that's kind of I feel I achieved really that I wanted to achieve. Just from a career point of view, I was good and all that. Is just one more feather in the cap. Let's put it that way.
Perfect. Thank you so much on that. One last question for those people who are moving to Canada and in this field of specifically, let me put it for in the field of Oracle, for example. What advice would you give them? Do you think it is a technology that will stay or a platform that is likely to stay, because there's a lot of other competition and a lot of other things that are happening in the market? Uh, what is your advice for them?
Uh, Okay, first of all, coming as a new immigrant into Canada, yes, you have to be a bit patient in finding the right role or job that you're looking for. So not lose hope. You need to keep struggle and meet people. And I will say the key thing is try to upgrade yourself. That doesn't mean you have to do a degree program and all that. I think even doing a certification into the area that you are interested to get into and all that. I think we should never give that up. And second thing, from Oracle technology point of view, or in general, I think at this point of time, we should not stick to one technology. And I'm doing exactly the same as well with Oracle background and tool set, but I'm moving into other areas of, into Microsoft technology, into cloud platform. Because nowadays, you never know. You go to an employer, whether it's a full time as well, they may be on one platform, but they, from a cloud point of view, they want to migrate to a different platform. I know a few clients that I'm trying to work with is they're moving from Oracle on-premise to Microsoft Cloud. So my advice will be try to diversify your skill set. Don't stick to one. If you are in Microsoft, I will say try to work with Amazon or other technologies, so that gives you better chance to go and present yourself. because nobody's
Perfect.
looking for one single skill set over there in the market.
So much, Umar, for your time today, and we hope folks may reach out to you. We'll give your LinkedIn in the text below. So hopefully, if folks have any questions, they will reach out to you. And thank you so much for taking the time out today.
Oh, no, no problem at all. Anything, you can message me. I will try my best to help them out or give them direction based on my knowledge and understanding of things. No, definitely. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you.